Hi, I'm CJ Altenberg with Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. We appreciate you tuning in. So this morning we're going to look at a bumper pull. So behind me is a 2022 Logan Bullseye 2-horse bumper pull. These bumper pulls, whether it's a 2-horse or a 3-horse, do not last long once they arrive here at the lot. So if you are in the market for something like this, definitely don't hesitate. These things, again, they are going fast. This Logan Bullseye has been a really popular seller for us over the last couple of years since they've come out with this new model. So they've got a entry-level model called Crossfire, then Bullseye, and then you can jump up into their standard models, which in the horse trailer side will be a Riot or a Stockman or a stock combo. But these Bullseyes kind of fit right in between there. They're really well equipped, they're really well built. It is a galvanized steel frame with aluminum body, so we're not having to worry about the rust issues as black steel will. You actually have a lifetime corrosion warranty if you're the first owner of this trailer. 8-year structure warranty, 2-year hardware, so they really stand behind the product. And then they finish it off with an aluminum body itself. So it lightens the trailer up a little bit, but it gives it that nice, clean look, that aluminum trailer look to the trailer on the finished product. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to point out a couple things that we upgrade on some of these Bullseye models themselves. So very first here, you have a front dressing room. This is standard. Standard with a 2-horse is going to be a swing out saddle rack with 2 saddle pads. On a 3-horse you'd get 3, a 4-horse you'd get 4. So if you wanted to add more, you could. There is the spots to actually put those, but if you wanted to adjust these positionings, you can do that as well. So that's standard, is the swing out saddle rack. It's really nice from the standpoint of you not having to hop in here, putting saddles away, getting saddles off. Once you get into the tack room, your bridle hooks on the partition wall with the carpet behind it is standard, along with that 4-tier blanket pole rack located directly below that. To the left of that, you'll notice a corner water tank. So that is an upgrade that we do. We've noticed over the last couple of years, it seems like we were just continually putting water tanks, adding them to the trailer. So we figured, hey, let's just go ahead and order them that way. You know, sometimes it got a little tricky on actual interior light switches locations. You know, a lot of times they're down low. Well, they'd be right here in this spot. Well, we'd have to relocate it. So the light switch is right up above there. There is an LED light directly above the door that shines down into that stall area there. But again, doing that water tank at the factory, we don't have to relocate that switch. It's already on the trailer. This is kind of a custom fit tank that Logan has built that works really well with these. The corner water tank will fit, but it doesn't have that fit and finishes to this tank will, because this is built specifically for this model of trailer. And then you have your heavy duty door with the brush tray on it. So the brush tray, that's standard on these models as well. I want to show you this door, because these doors are really important. When you get into some other brands, other models, you'll get a smaller, lighter weight door. So these heavy duty doors are really important. In my opinion, it's the only way to go. We're going to use this door probably every time we get in and out of this trailer. So by having this heavy duty quality here, this big framework around this door, the nice tight weather seal and framework on these, again, it's just a nice solid seal when we go to shut that. So again, it's going to hold up a lot more than our prefab doors. Our prefab doors will be rounded at the top. That's the dead giveaway. Where this is square, welded hinges on this as well. So again, nice and stout. And then you have a drip rail at the top. That'll keep that moisture from getting in that door itself, potentially getting back into the tack room. But more importantly, it'll actually freeze it. I'm not so worried as much about the water getting into the tack room because of that weather seal itself that they put on there, that rubber and then that framework on there. But again, it just helps with these real warm days, cool evenings, especially here in Colorado. You have the potential of freezing that, and it's a lot harder getting it open and closed. You've got 2 bus windows on tail side, 2 tie rings on each side. Those are standard options. And then your load light. So there's one on each side in the back of this trailer. That is standard on these Bullseyes as well. Here's an upgrade for you. Instead of steel wheels, we opted to go with the aluminum wheels. These are black aluminum with kind of a silver accent. I don't know, I think it's really sharp on this trailer. We really like this wheel design that they came out with. Wheel designs can change at times because of just availability right now, but this is something we liked on this trailer here. And then this is silver sheeting, to where standard is white, but we try to mix up as far as inventory goes in some different sheet colors, you know, different wheel options. We really try to put that corner water tank on every one of these trailers. As we get to the back, you'll notice dual 50/50 doors. They're independent, so you can open one or the other. Doesn't have to be in any particular sequence. It is always a little easier, in my opinion, to open the right-hand door a little bit more, just because of the weather stripping on there. But you can open them independently. That is not a problem at all. There's that back load light I was telling you about. And then once you get into the stall area here, you'll notice padded divider, and then this telescopes. The reason why it telescopes is if we go clear over, you'll notice you can't shut the back doors without this divider probably hitting about right there. So if you wanted this completely out of the way, more of a box stall type setup, you know, you're losing some stall space. Sometimes we want to use these for other things, haul some toys. Maybe you're using it to move, something along those lines, trying to get this stuff out of the way. It helps because this telescoping divider, now I can shrink it down, snap it against the wall, I can shut those rear doors. Here in the stall area, I mean, you get your mats on the floor, your vortex lining, kick mats all the way around. It's like a bed liner. It's really heavy duty. I think it deadens the noise in these trailers, but it's really easy to clean up. And again, it's very, very durable stuff here. 2 more LED lights in here, 1 per stall. These are on individual switches as well, so I can reach up here and shut it off if I'd like. But there is a back switch to the trailer that'll turn on your interior and your load lights, but if you want to, you can go up and hit that. And then here's something I also want you to notice. I want you to notice the bow to the roof. So it does have you know, a bit of a radius to it. And why that's important is when you get into these flat roof trailers, this kind of price point where these Logan Bullseyes fall, some of the competitors will have a flat roof. And while having a little bit of arch to it is important, is again, think about it here in Colorado. We get snow, you know, you get some rain, and, you know, that happens in other parts of the country as well. But what happens is when that stuff sits up there and the sun beats on it and it starts to melt, well, now it's going to get it off the trailer. It's not sitting up on top. Where on those flat sheeted roofs, it just sits there and it'll eat at those seals along the edges of that roof. And what we'll notice is typically those trailers, when they come in on trade 4, 5, 6 years old, we have to go ahead and redo that seal on the roof. To where on these, you get a little bit longer. Eventually you are going to have to reseal it. But it's going to give a little bit more longevity to that seal itself, and again, getting that stuff off the trailer. It's not just sitting up there. And then I also want to point out the floor. So it's a wood floor, but again, they vortex line it. So again, it's going to give a lot of longevity to the life of these boards. You know, it kind of like the roof. Maybe eventually down the road you'll have to replace them, but it's going to be a long time before you have to because of that vortex lining. So again, they incorporate that throughout this trailer. And then as we get over here to head side, you'll notice the drop windows, jail bars. The jail bars will fold down too. You have the screens. If you have somebody that likes to tear stuff up, these are real easy to remove, these screens themselves. But same thing like our tack door, they're heavy duty with the welded hinges. And again, they've got that drip rail up above there. So again, these heavier duty options will give a lot of life to this trailer itself. You know, windows are expensive, prefab windows. They're real lightweight in your hand. They can almost wobble. It's like a piece of paper. A horse hits one of those, and boy, it can break a window like that. And then you're having to replace that. Well, it's more expense. So we like these heavier duty options, and we really like, again, this Bullseye model because of those upgrades over some of the other competitors, and for example, like their Crossfire model themselves. Up here at the front, just really quick, you've just got a manual hand crank jack. You've got your safety chains. It's a 2 5/16 ball, 7-pin plug, and then again you notice the Vortex lining on that as well. But if you're interested in this trailer, I'm going to give you the stock number. Again, it's a 2022 Logan Coach Bullseye 2-horse bumper pull. As of today, it's the only one on the lot. It's probably not going to last long. We have more on order, you know, different colors, different options, but for the most part, a lot of the same stuff. Stock number 5N210574. So if you have any questions, interested in this, give us a call. Anyone on the sales team can help you out. That number is 303-684-3400. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.